My coworker claims she's allergic to white eggs, but I think she's lying, so I gave her cookies made with white eggs anyway. I'm a 31-year-old man. I work in a small office. It's normal for people to bring in homemade snacks. One of my coworkers, Tina, is 24. She claims she's allergic to white eggs, but brown eggs are fine. When she first mentioned this allergy, I pointed out something. There's no nutritional difference between white and brown eggs. Her allergy was probably just a coincidence. She insisted she was deathly allergic to white eggs. Another coworker, Sarah, overheard this. She rounded on me saying there is a difference. I didn't want to argue, so I dropped it. Now here's where I might be the a-hole. I don't buy brown eggs. I use whatever eggs I have. Usually white. I buy them in bulk. It's not worth it to buy brown eggs just for her. If Tina asks, I tell her I used brown eggs. I don't want her to feel excluded. And I don't think she's really allergic. This has gone on for months, several batches of cookies, no reaction. Recently, Anna was hired. She sits next to me. She overheard Tina mention her allergy. Anna asked me, "What's that about?" I told her the truth. Tina claims she's allergic to white eggs, but not brown. Anna was surprised. She asked what the difference was. I said, literally just the color of the shell, and that she doesn't really have an allergy. I've never used brown eggs, and she's never gotten sick. As I said this, Sarah walked by. She immediately called me an a-hole. She said Tina could have died. I pointed out that if she were allergic to white eggs, she'd be allergic to brown too. Sarah wouldn't hear it. She told Tina. Now they both hate me. They say I was trying to kill Tina. I didn't use white eggs out of malice. I just didn't want to pay twice as much. So am I the a-hole?
What are they even mad about? You've cured Tina of her deadly allergy. They should be celebrating.
Everyone sucks here. Tina is full of it. Her made-up allergy makes life difficult for people with real allergies. Sarah is enabling her, but you don't lie to people about what's in their food.
So am I the a-hole, or are they? Let me know what you think.
You won't believe what happened on Reddit today. Am I the a-hole for not letting my smoker, Dad, hold my baby of 3 months? For background, he's an exceptional grandfather and loves my baby a lot. Yesterday, however, when he came into the room to hold the baby, I could smell that he had just smoked, so I sternly told him to leave as the baby was being cranky. Afterwards, I even called to check up on his feelings, and I even went to him to try to explain why I was being strict about it. He told me that he had felt disrespected, and that it had never been an issue before, so why today? To add fuel to the fire, my mother kept defending him by saying that when my brother and I were kids, he would smoke in front of us, and we're fine, so it's not like he's smoking in front of the baby. My parents are amazing grandparents, and they really take care of the baby, but this entire ordeal really broke my heart, because I even kept apologizing afterwards, and I know I'm not wrong here. So am I the a-hole?
What do you think? Let me know in the comments.
You won't believe what happened on Reddit today. Am I the a-hole for not letting my smoker, Dad, hold my baby of 3 months? For background, he's an exceptional grandfather and loves my baby a lot. Yesterday, however, when he came into the room to hold the baby, I could smell that he had just smoked, so I sternly told him to leave as the baby was being cranky. Afterwards, I even called to check up on his feelings, and I even went to him to try to explain why I was being strict about it. He told me that he had felt disrespected, and that it had never been an issue before, so why today? To add fuel to the fire, my mother kept defending him by saying that when my brother and I were kids, he would smoke in front of us, and we're fine, so it's not like he's smoking in front of the baby. My parents are amazing grandparents, and they really take care of the baby, but this entire ordeal really broke my heart, because I even kept apologizing afterwards, and I know I'm not wrong here. So am I the a-hole?
What do you think? Let me know in the comments.
My brother demanded I pay his rent, because I'm his older sister. Am I the a-hole for saying no? I'm a 28-year-old woman. My younger brother is 26. We had very different upbringings. He was the golden child. I was the "you're so mature for your age" child, you know the type. My parents paid for his college. They let him live with them rent-free for years. They still help him out whenever life gets too hard. I moved out at 18. I worked my butt off. I accepted instant ramen and thrifted clothes. That was fine with me. Recently, I got my own small apartment. It's not much. It's pretty much empty, but it's mine, and I love it. Last week, my brother called. He demanded that I give him a few $1,000s, not lend, give. He was behind on rent. He might get evicted. I politely told him I couldn't. I'm on a tight budget. I'm saving for furniture. I'm trying to build an emergency fund. He immediately lost it. He said I owe him because, 1, we're family, 2, I'm doing better than him, 3, he let me play with his toys when we were kids, which is not true, by the way. I said I sympathize with his situation, but I seriously can't afford to give away money. I suggested he ask our parents. They would surely help him out. He got mad. He said they already do enough, and now it was my turn. He even accused me of being selfish and greedy, even though he never even gets me a Christmas present. He takes his girlfriend out on fancy dates. He buys her stuff I could never afford. Apparently rent just didn't make the budget. The saddest part, even my parents called and took his side. They insisted I chip in. Being the big and responsible sister, it was the least I could do. I've been ignoring their calls and texts for days, but I feel on edge and guilty.
What an entitled jerk. Block him, block your parents.
He says it's your turn. For what exactly? To support his freeloading butt, ask him when it's going to be his turn.
So, am I the a-hole, or are my brother and parents? Let me know your verdict.
My neighbor's son asked to use my WAFI, and I said no. Am I the a-hole? I was away from home earlier today. I got a ring notification that someone was at my door. I answered it, and it was my neighbor's son. He said, "Hey, I live next door. My WAFI is out, and I'm trying to finish my homework for school. Can I access your WIFI to do my homework?" He looked to be in high school or older. I have never met or talked to him before. I told him no, and said sorry. As he walked away, he was talking to himself. He said he just wanted to do his homework and went back next door. I actually felt bad for not helping the kid out if it was a legitimate need. Currently, I'm not working. My internet is something I make sure I pay for. I use it for job searches and entertainment. Honestly, I'm not comfortable giving out my password to someone I don't know to use my internet. Also, would he continue to want to use it tomorrow or the next day as well? Eventually, I'd have to change my password. And then would he come back over because he no longer could access it when I did? So, am I the a-hole for not letting the neighbor boy access my internet and giving him my password?
Not the a-hole. There is free internet at the library, coffee shops, or even Walmart. If this person you don't know does something illegal, like download torrents, you can be responsible since it was your internet.
We shared our WIFI with tenants. They used a month's worth in 5 days downloading from restricted sites. We almost got our access canceled from the only provider that we could get in our rural area.
So, am I the a-hole, or was I right to protect my WIFI? Let me know what you think.